Okay, let's unpack this. The gaming world is definitely buzzing, and now Hollywood's taking
For
notice.
sure.
We're doing a deep dive today into the announced film adaptation of that huge video game hit, Split Fiction.
Yep.
And we're looking at reporting from The Hollywood Reporter, Variety, plus a statement from the game developers, Hazelight Studios.
Right.
So the plan is really to figure out what we know so far about this pretty exciting project.
Well, what grabs you immediately is the game itself, Split Fiction. It's got this unique DNA. You've got these two authors, Mio and Zoe, and they literally get trapped inside the worlds that they've written.
Right, I remember reading about that. And it's not just story, right? The gameplay is built around it.
Exactly. It's pure split-screen co-op. You absolutely have to play with someone else.
So each player sees their own screen working together through these, like, connected narratives.
Precisely. It's this really clever blend of storytelling and, actual game mechanics.
Which, well, that makes you wonder about the movie immediately, doesn't it? How do you even translate that kind of interactive two-person thing for, like, a passive audience?
That is the big question, yeah. Because the game wasn't just a cool idea. It was a massive success.
Oh, yeah.
Came out last month. Split Fiction sold 2 million copies first week.
Wow. 2 million?
Yeah, that kind of launch creates a huge built-in fan base, but also, pretty high stakes for the movie.
Absolutely. Hazelight Studios, the creators, they even said they were just blown away by it all.
They mentioned the love from the fans, how excited everyone was.
So that passion from both the makers and the players definitely ramps up the pressure, but maybe the potential too.
Definitely potential. And speaking of potential, the big news is the star they've attached.
Ah, right. Sydney Sweeney.
Yep, she's starring. And Jon M is set to direct. Sweeney's obviously a huge name right now.
No kidding. Her being involved, that alone gets people talking instantly.
It does, but here's the really interesting part. They haven't actually said who she's playing.
Oh, so not Mio or Zoe, necessarily.
So we don't know. Could be one of them, could be someone else entirely from inside those fictional worlds. It's pretty intriguing.
That definitely makes you speculate. What kind of story possibilities does that open up if she's not one of the core duo?
Well, it suggests maybe they aren't doing a super literal beat-for-beat adaptation of the game's plot.
Okay, yeah.
They might be finding a different angle, maybe a new way to capture that feeling of dual perspectives without, handing the audience a controller.
Okay, so let's recap what's solid. Sydney Sweeney starring, Jon M directing.
Right, and the screenplay is by Rhett Reese and Paul Wernick.
The Deadpool guys. And Deadpool and Wolverine.
The very same. So maybe expect some sharp dialogue, perhaps?
Could be interesting. And production-wise?
Story Kitchen and Electric somewhere are producing. And Sweeney herself is an executive producer, too.
Ah, okay. When the star EPs, that usually means they're pretty invested, right? Wanting to shape it.
Often, yeah. Shows a strong commitment to the project, you'd think.
And you look at her schedule.
Yeah.
She is busy.
Seriously.
She's got that I Pretended to Be a Missing Girl adaptation, the Christy Martin boxing movie.
Right, and The Housemaid on Netflix coming up with Amanda Seyfried.
Yeah, that's out in December. So for her to sign on to Split Fiction amidst all that,
Yeah.
it really says something.
It does. It suggests this project, this particular game world, and its potential on screen must be pretty compelling to her.
It's quite the package. Hit, innovative game, big star, experienced director, writers with a strong voice.
Yeah, lots of interesting pieces falling into place.
Okay, so here's something for you to think about then. The game, Split Fiction, it absolutely lives and breathes through that co-op two-player split perspective thing.
Fundamentally, yeah.
So how on earth does the film capture that? Especially when we don't even know Sydney Sweeney's role yet. What creative ways could they possibly use to translate that core Mio and Zoe dynamic for the screen? And, how might Sweeney's mystery character fit into making that work?
It's definitely the key challenge. Lots to speculate on there.